Hello everyone, this is Tracy from Inspired Chi and Tru Healing, and I am bringing you your April messages. I'm going to start with a little Palo Santo and go over some of the events and exciting stuff we have going on. And if this is your first time joining me, welcome. You're going to look at the thumbnail of the cards and choose pile 1, 2, or 3. If this is a return, thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. We're just finishing up in the energies, beautiful energy of a Gaia meditation that we had. We do first Sunday's meditation over at Tru Healing, as well as Monday nights, all Monday nights in April at 6:30. I'm going to have the Somatic movement and meditation, which is more of a holistic meditation. There's a little bit of spiritual in there, but it's more to balance out the nervous system, the vagus nerve, and connect to the body. What else? Let me think. I'm going to write this down. We have a lot going on this month. Okay, so April 12th, I'll be at Elsie Boutique in Huntington Valley, not only getting a fashion consultation for myself, but doing readings. There is a spring special at that location for it's $50 for mini readings. You can sign up at the link below to save your spot. There's a few left. On April 13th, Tortured Poets, okay, our darling dear artist, and graphic designer Colleen has given her notice, and she will be ending her time with the Painting with a Twist at the end of the month. So we could not stop that without having a wonderful event that is all about Torture Poets department, whether you're a Swiftie or not. We're going to be doing prophecies. We're going to be doing spell jars. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a Sunday afternoon. That's also happening. Leavenwell Fitness on April 16th. They have a Parkinson's group that usually meets there. They're going to be 1:00 p.m. in Feasterville at Leavenwell. There's a free meditation for Parkinson's patients and their caregivers. If anyone wanted to attend that, that would be wonderful. And then Gaia's New Earth. I want to talk about this for just a split second here. We have an online virtual meeting on April 23rd at 6:00, followed by an online somatic meditation that you guys have asked for, and that's going to run from 7 to 8. The Gaia New Earth, it's free. It's a meeting. It's a community meeting. And we're trying to pull together a little bit, I'm going to read it. Home to inspiration and ingenuity, building community, planet healing, support, respect, and boundaries for the sensitive souls, therapeutic gardening, learning opportunities, volunteer opportunities, fee and barter services, buy nothing swaps, minimal waste, and maximum growth. If you'd like to be a part of that movement in the local community or head up any part of that, or you have any great ideas and want to check out, please pop on to the virtual on the 23rd, or just reach out to me and let me know if you can't make it that day. Last but not least, the end of the month. Happy Passover, happy Easter, whatever you celebrate, happy Earth Day. And let's see what's coming for you in the spring. Okay, so we're going to do spring readings, intuitive readings again. Focus in on the thumbnail, see where your message is, where you feel the most drawn. Pile 1, 2, or 3. Okay, one moment here. Okay, back to it. All right, if you chose pile number 1, we're looking at a time during the spring where you're going to be dealing with some lessons and some blessings. So if you've had some hard stuff go on during the eclipse season or anything that's going on for you in that emotional standpoint, it's important now that you show the universe, your higher self, whatever resonates for you, that you've gotten the lessons. So that way you don't have to repeat them, okay? And usually there's some type of a blessing before, or lesson before the blessing, meaning if you've been trying to manifest a perfect relationship and somebody shows up who's just your type, that you've had the same cycle with over and over and over again, it's up to you to choose differently or continue in that cycle. Okay, so that's the deal with the lessons and the blessings, and that's where you are. Okay, it's a time to choose differently. It's a time to take responsibility if you choose the same. But that's what's happening now as we come off of, or we start to come off of Mercury retrograde, which is ending on the 7th, but we still have that shadow. So you still have things that are coming up for healing. You might have opportunities that you missed coming back. And of course, there is the X's. So just pay attention to what's coming in. Make sure that you've learned the lesson and that you've applied it or you understand it. So you don't have to continue doing that again and kind of putting off what's meant for you. The other thing that's coming through for you is more in the third eye energy here. So we're talking about your intuition and a spiritual quest. You have a guardian angel right now who seems to be a grandmother energy from, this life or another life that's coming through. So a lot of ancestry coming through, a lot of guardians coming over you to help you with this quest and that you're moving forward. They're kind of going to help you not to have have the same cycles, karmic cycles over and over again, so you can get unstuck and move forward. So I love that. There's a lot of appreciation here, okay, and needing to be grateful and just appreciate where you are and appreciate all the hard work it took to get you there. So even if you haven't seen those blessings come in, trust that they are coming in. And if you want to help them along, you're being guided to write. Okay, so whether you're writing a book, whether you're writing a journal entry, however it is, you're really getting these things out of the body, because there's something about you putting it down on paper that will help you see it from a different perspective, or get some type of information that was missed the first time, if that makes sense. All right, number ones, what else do we have here for you? How can we get into it a little bit more? For some of you, there also may be a child on the other side that for whatever reason didn't come through. It could be a sibling, it could be a child of your own. But it is in the protection of that grandmother energy that's moving through with you. Ooh, so I drop everything everywhere. All right, the first card you're getting is Strength, number 11. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Lion, if you're Leo energy. But again, bringing in that strength and that support that you have on the spiritual quest at this time. Ooh, the World. And 5 of Michael. Okay, so we have Archangel Michael as a strong influence around you right now, protecting you, giving you your strength as you kind of prepare for your own kind of spiritual, not awakening, spiritual, there's a word that's not coming through for me. I'll get back to that. Okay, so you have the World here, which is a very happy ending, coming full circle. When we end with the World, there's a huge cycle in your life that's coming to an end. If you are a Leo, because we have this Strength card, we just are ending a 15-year cycle, okay, and moving into some new energy. So tie up whatever loose ends that you have as you're moving through this. Have some appreciation for the things that you did go through, and yeah, it's not a spiritual awakening, it's a quest. It's an actual quest, okay? So some of you will get that, some of you won't. Please share with me what that is. Number ones, and the 5 of Michael. This is going to cause a lot of conflict, but it feels like inner conflict, like you not being sure what to do, you not wanting to hurt anybody, but you moving forward. It's so important for you to be in your authentic self at this point in time. And again, have that gratitude, learn that lesson, understand, but understand sometimes when you stand in your own authenticity, not everyone's going to like that, and they're not going to stand with you. So you need to be prepared for that. But overall, this looks beautiful. 11, 21, 5, if you're a numbers person. Just quick recap. Writing is going to be really important for you right now, especially. And if you're very intuitive, automatic writing can be very helpful in pulling out information that for whatever reason is not coming to your conscious mind that may help you with the karmic cycle that you're in right now. Okay. And to make that beautiful exit with the World. So good luck, number ones. All right. If we have number 2, we're getting food and hunger, okay? So we're talking about, and we're also getting infinite abundance. So you might be facing some unclear and uncertain times right now financially, or you might be worried. You might be having some digestive issues or changing into a new fresh diet, something to that effect, okay? Because there's something that you're not able to move forward with until you take care of this issue. So if it's in your own health, or if it's something within your household or something you're changing to, you will have the abundance that you're seeking, and there really is nothing to worry about. But being focused on your health is going to be that first priority, because again, we can't be helpful to anybody else if we cannot first care for ourselves, so that we will be in this shape. We often say for entrepreneurs, you know, you are your business. So you being in tip-top shape, and I'm listening to this message come through for myself as well. If you're not in that shape, then you are not helping your own investment, okay? So your health, whether it's for your business, whether it's for your family, whether it's for yourself, has to be a priority right now, okay? What you're putting into your mouth, what you're putting into your Facebook feed, or what you're watching on the news, all of this is consumption, okay? And you have to be careful what you're consuming right now. We also have an energy of somebody coming through from the other side who passed very young, very lively energy kind of coming through as your spirit guide right now. That, along with Archangel Metatron. Now, Metatron was one of the only archangels who was human at one point in time. So he kind of has a special soft spot for the human condition, and you can feel not that the angels are judging you, right? But with Archangel Metatron, a lot of times you have a little bit more of a rapport, having gone through the same experience, okay? What else do we have here? Ooh. A lot of stress over an ending, okay? For some of you, it's going to be in a relationship. For some others of you, take it how it resonates. Could be a job, could be you're moving. But this feels like something that has been extremely stressful for you, has caused a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights, is coming to an end. And unfortunately, I don't think it's the end that you were wanting, okay? But please understand that the situation needs to move forward, because it's keeping you in a holding space of pain. That's creating the health issue that you're having as well. It's not helping you at all to be in that type of stressful energy and that energy of worry. So that other shoe, if it didn't drop, it's going to drop. And when it does, move it through and let it be handled. It's going to be worse in your mind than it's going to be in reality. So all of the time that you spent worrying about it, when it actually does occur, you'll be able to move through it, okay? You also have a lot of burdens here, okay? Some of you, if you're ending relationships, you were the breadwinner here. You were the one that giving to it, whether it was financially, whether it was energetic, all of that, again, and it became too much of a burden. 2 10s here. So a major cycle's ending for you, okay, during this time, where you don't want to be stressed. You don't want to be overburdened. You don't want to have people betray you. Your circle's getting a little bit smaller. And even though that feels sad, it's a safer space for you at this time to follow your intuition, to know who's in your corner. Then we have the Queen of Ariel, which is also the Queen of Pentacles. So this is you being very grounded and nurturing, giving to yourself, getting your health back into good space, and being able to give to the people within your circle who you do pour into their cup and they pour into yours, that are not just draining of your energy. You need to know this right now because it's affecting your health, okay? And for many of you, it is the Lovers, okay? The Lovers can also represent a choice, so if it's not romantic, but a lot of you that it is romantic, I think you know what's draining your energy, okay? And just please understand that it feels a little lonely when you move through this energy, but when you get to the other side, that peace and authenticity will then open many more doors for you after your healing. All right, good luck, number 2s. And moving on to number 3s. Okay, so we have monk or nun. That's interesting. Woo. And then we have miracle. And the miracle's happening in the solar plexus. And there is some romance here for some of you. There are some flowers here. So one of you is, at least one of you is going to be pursued romantically, which is really beautiful energy. You may be the one pursuing. But there is some type of energy that needs to be let go of. And I'm not making fun of anybody here. It's just what I'm getting. I have a very prudish energy, okay? And that's okay, like to each their own. But I feel like this next person coming into your life is really going to open you up in ways that you haven't expected. And I'm not talking just, physically. I'm also talking about spiritually. There is a safe place of trust that's going to be coming in with this person. This person is a soulmate for you. And you prayed for this person. And that's why it feels like a miracle for you. But for you, there's also a need to be appreciative for the many caring connections that are in your life, okay? If someone has not come in for you yet, I do see May as a possible connection time for you. Okay, so a lot of you, it hasn't come through yet because there's something that has not died out yet, okay? And if you want something to come in and something's standing in the way, nothing can come in. So if you watch, I say this all the time, if you used to watch that show, Patty Stanger, Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire, she would always say, if you have like a situationship or you have something that's kind of cloudy or something that's doing for now, okay, whether that's a person or a job, they're standing in the way of your husband or your wife or your dream job. This is okay for right now is a block. It is a block to hold on to something that you don't want. Plus, it's not fair to that other person, that other job. So during this time in the beginning of spring, it's really important that you take a look at what your goals are and the people that you want to be aligned with. Because it looks like you got the sweet and single card. So if you're not single and you're leaving a relationship, and this is going to be specific for some people here, it looks like the people who have left their relationships or are planning on leaving their relationships in spring into summer, it's going to create a new sense of liberation and independence for you, walking away, having some peace, and that creates a death and rebirth that ultimately leads to stability. So if you're in a place that you've outgrown, or that you're not happy in, or your standards were lower than, and you have some situations, again, whether they're jobs, friends, lovers, that are kind of like, for lack of a better word, grandfathered into your life because of your old boundaries, it's time to either update them on the new policies of your life, or maybe update somebody new. Okay, whether that's a new boss, a new relationship, a new friend, whatever that is. Okay, you want to feel happy and you want to feel safe in your connections. If you're that person who, for whatever reason, you feel, and I'm getting specifically, for some of you, this might be a friendship, because I'm getting specifically that friend who's pissed that you don't call, but they also don't call. It's hard not to be jealous of people's time, but if you're, I'm 46, if you're my age, chances are, my best friend, who I would love to see all of the time, it'll be like 8 months before we see each other again. Okay, so make a priority the people who bring you peace and happiness in your life, and let the rest of that fall to the wayside, because you're not wasting your precious energy or your precious time in that space anymore if you want to grow out of this karmic cycle. Okay, everyone, I hope that was helpful with your messages. Again, any of the events that are coming up April, May, and into the summer, you can register for down below. If you want to get on the waiting list for our May and June intuitive classes that are coming up, Oracle as well as Tarot, you can get on the waiting list down below. And I really encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube, as well as the Inspired Chi mailing list and the Tru Healing mailing list, because then you can just make sure that you're getting this to your inbox and not have to worry about what social media platform is now running things and you can't see the people that you wanted to see, or that is just shutting off. I don't know how long TikTok's going to be there. Follow us on all the social media platforms. However, make sure that you have our information or you're on the mailing list, because we have so many amazing things that we're building in this community. Okay, thanks so much. Have a good April.